Bro, why is Hollywood so woke now? What happened?
Why does Hollywood keep giving us anti-capitalist media? Capitalism has always thrived on cannibalizing its critics. Every counterculture, rebellion, any little spark of originality eventually gets folded back into some market bullshit. Thomas Frank in The Conquest of Cool shows us how the radicalism of the 1960s was defanged and repackaged as consumer goods. Liberation itself became a fashion statement. Punk, once an anti-capitalist, anti-fascist movement represented with thrifted clothes, safety pins, and patches, is now a $400 jacket from some thrift store like other people's clothes. Safe, sanitized, profitable. And media's no different. Frank calls it the commercial fantasy of rebellion. In the 80s, the movies Ferris Bueller's Day Off and The Breakfast Club were both stories of telling authority to fuck off, finding yourself, and escaping suburban conformity. These were just marketable forms of rebellion, sanitized in a way to keep you from questioning the status quo too much. And today's streaming giants haven't changed. If anything, these shows come off as more radical with the greenlighting of anti-capitalist themed shows. Clear messaging of working class versus the 1%, fighting back against your oppressors, showing growing political tensions, all with not so subtle analogs to real life. Now, obviously, Hollywood is not trying to spark a revolution, it's trying to turn your dissatisfaction into profit. And the irony is the people writing these capital critical shows are living through the same exploitation they're critiquing. Screenwriters are being forced into gig work, shorter seasons, longer gaps, freelance heavy writers' rooms, and now we're fucking fighting AI. I'm so tired of AI. Writers write anti-capitalist scripts because they live under capitalism's boots. Studios package it and sell it because the idea of rebellion sells. And because capitalism only ever chases what makes the most money the fastest, it doesn't think long term. It only cares about what spikes viewership in this quarter. It doesn't plan for what stories might mean in 10 years' time. Everything, including its opposition, is subsumed into the circuit of profit. And yet numbers show audiences love it. More people than ever are being exposed to anti-capitalist themes. Based? Not quite. There's a problem, brother. These stories show us the disease, but rarely the cure. At the end of Succession, the company still stands. It's a false consciousness. The shows give us a feeling of resistance while keeping us firmly in place of the status quo. We feel the rage, but the system channels it into entertainment instead of struggle. On top of that, there's the comfort of escapism. We turn to these stories not just to confront inequality, but to temporarily escape our own. Watching someone else fight the power and exploitation feels safer than facing it in our own lives. The spectacle is like a pressure valve, releasing just enough frustration to keep us from acting on it. If TV shows are your first introduction to questioning capitalist contradictions, don't stop there. You can talk about it, organize your community, support strikes you hear about, read political theory. The WGA strikes represent all of us struggling with different problems caused by the same system. Take those messages, sever them from the story, and turn them into action. But seriously, watch Severance, it's so fucking good. And if old Walter Disney himself sees this, please don't put my head in a freezer in the basement, because I didn't write this.